Good evening, good evening. Welcome to Touch Gloves Boxing. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre. Remember to like, share, and subscribe when you're ready. Good evening.
Yes. What's going on, cuz?
I'm good. How are you?
Cuz, look. Are you really going to ask that, man? Right now?
Hey, you might as well just say it. So what was the scores?
3-1 Manchester United. Obviously, Anthony scored in his debut. So, look, I'm really excited. I'm gassed right now. So, from a sports perspective, cuz, I'm excited. But, what are you saying, cuz, man? Like, how's the weekend been?
All good. Yeah, all good. Can't complain. All good. Yeah, all good.
Oh, that's all good, man. That's all good. Look, before we sort of get into the subject, before we get into the show, we obviously need to shout out everyone that's tuned into the pod today. So obviously, big up iBoxing Hub, always showing the love, always. So big up from brother, always. And Palamos Music, bro. We're probably gonna need you to make some music for us, man. So let's wait and see, man. But look, absolutely love that, man. But cuz, look. It's a bit of a strange one. You know why this is a bit of a strange one? Because remember we had a conversation last night, man, and you was like, "Yep, boom, Andy Ruiz is fighting." And look, I thought it was yesterday, but with the American timings and PBC, so I got to stay up for 2 nights straight. So look, no, I'm excited for it, man. But cuz I want us to preview this eliminator, cuz that what you saying? What you saying about this?
It's an interesting one. I want Ortiz to win this fight. I'll give you my reasons because Ruiz has already been he's a former heavyweight champion. And I know Ortiz, he had an opportunity to fight Wilder twice for the belt. But it'll be nice just to see, if Ortiz beats Andy Ruiz, who could he fight next? Possibly he could fight the likes of Dillian Whyte.
Cause you know what, you've absolutely got it spot on there. And we was talking off air about this as well, man. And this is obviously one of the reasons why it's an honor, it's a pleasure to be able to do this pod so we can share like our conversations that we have off air on air. And I think that would be absolutely amazing, man. But cause we obviously have a lot of love here. So obviously, yes, big up people. Chris, always love to you too. And look, he's saying Ortiz as well, cuz.
Yeah. I think Ortiz.
Saying Ortiz.
I reckon Ortiz. Well, I know he's older than Andy Ruiz. I mean, I don't know if he's 45 or 50, but with the power, I reckon that Ortiz can do something. But with Andy Ruiz, it's speed. It's pretty much speed vs power.
What do you think of like let me ask you because like this you're Mr. Sports Entertainment, so I'm sure you look at all these other aspects. In terms of the weigh-in, the build-up, I know there wasn't really much of a sort of commercial push from PBC, but from a weigh-in perspective, did you gauge anything from the weigh-in?
No, not really. I think it's just one of them ones where they're not beefing each other. It's just business. But I reckon it's serious. It's going to be a serious fight. Can I see it going all the way 12 round? No, I can't. No, I can't. So somebody has to get knocked out. Yeah, somebody has to get knocked out.
Palamos is obviously saying Ortiz is like 90 years old. You know what it is? Like, that's big up Ortiz, man. For me, he's the original boogeyman, man. Like there's only a few fighters that's obviously fought him. He's obviously really just lost to Wilder, I believe, just 2 times, is it?
Yeah.
And that's it. Wilder was the only man to sort of give him that opportunities. Obviously, I'm not too sure what's going on in the back end, but there's plenty of heavyweights, man. In terms of the division, what it offers, the amount of fighters, from a casual perspective or from a purist, I think that this is good for the division, man. It
Of
shakes it
course.
up a bit.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
Mm.
Most definitely. I mean, like I said, look, the reality is, right, the winner of this fight, they're not going to challenge Usyk straight away. Do you know what I mean? Because also Usyk's tied up. He needs to fight Fury. So what I think, the winner of this fight should challenge Dillian White or even AJ.
No, definitely, definitely. Obviously, big up for your views, man. And I Boxing Hub has obviously said something really good here as well. So big up in the comments. He's obviously saying that I think Ortiz took a lot of punishment against Charles Martin. That was obviously the first fight of the new year, and it'll be a short night. And he obviously has Andy Ruiz winning in under 9 rounds. I think from a bookie's perspective, or if you're a gambler, I think the safe bet would be to make Ruiz fight and win that fight during that period of time, man. But look, I think it's competitive, especially within the heavyweight division. One punch, could be lights out. And you saw what happened to Charles Martin. I know Charles Martin isn't on the level of Andy Ruiz Jr., who's obviously the first Mexican heavyweight champion, and of course, he's a former champion as well. I think the caliber, the level is a bit different, man. But look, we're looking at some big comments right here. Don't want to jump the gun, but anyone else think Fury's running from Usyk? Oh, you know what? When
No.
we get into the roundup, we're gonna run through a lot of things that's just been happening. But iBoxing Hub's obviously saying hand speed and youth makes a big difference. Look, we agree, and cuz you're obviously saying Ortiz. How do you
Well,
think
look,
Ortiz is doing it, man?
Remember when Ortiz fought Charles Martin, he was out of the ring for what, 2 years. Remember the pandemic, so there was no activity, so he was inactive.
Mm.
And yeah, for the first 5 rounds, it was a bit slow. It was a slow start, but he done the job. And remember, Charles Martin was also a former, heavyweight champion, even though, but yeah. So I just think, they're look, this is how I see it. Ortiz ain't getting any younger. He's a big man, and
Mm.
I think this could possibly be his last chance.
Possibly, yeah. It's like
So
a
he's
final
gonna,
saloon.
yeah. So I think tonight they're going to war.
It's a war. So, oh no, yeah, I know why you're laughing. Obviously, we got to let the viewers know as well. Pick up iBoxing Hub. He gets involved, man. So, Luis Ortiz's birth certificate might say he's 37, but his face says he's older than Corbin.
Listen, I don't know.
Wait,
I'm just
wait,
judging the
we
guy.
don't know. We don't know what I've got. Anyone noticed that the WBC have put PBC fighters only in these so-called eliminators for that belt? It's no look. It's interesting, and I think I'm not gonna lie. This fight, because it has that eliminator tag on it, it just makes it that extra juicy, man. Because you win this fight, then you're in contention, to fight for the WBC belt, and that's gonna attract bigger fights, and from a commercial level, that's gonna be more money for you as a fighter. So I'm sure both guys should be highly motivated, and we should see the best out of the both fighters, really.
True.
Mm.
Okay, so what happens to the loser then?
It depends. You know what? It depends who loses. It depends who loses. If it's like Ortiz, for example, he's obviously coming up to that age. Look, I'm not in a position to, tell a fighter to retire or do whatnot. But, you know, I think this would be, if he was to lose, this would be his last proper, significant, like, important fight. I don't think he would, be in contention for top another big fight, man. So for Ruiz Jr., if he was to lose, he's still young. He can still attract big names. He's still the first ever Mexican heavyweight champion. So that title in itself will get some noise. And even with AJ as well, like regardless of what happens in this fight, the rematch with AJ still can happen because They would both be coming off of losses. It would be 1-1 from from the perspective of both fighters as well. They're both not champions. I think that fight would favor AJ in the US. It needs to happen in the US if that fight was to happen, just to build up his name, and it would be interesting if that was to happen. But in my opinion, I just feel that iBoxing Hub said it the best. Hand speed and youth makes a big difference, and I just feel that Ruiz will eventually break down Ortiz and get the knockout, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ortiz pulls out a shocker because he's hungry. Look, he's a quality fighter, and I think he can do a job as well.
No, true. I mean, look, how I see it, I can't see. I could be wrong, but I don't think AJ will fight Andy Ruiz just yet for the trilogy. I think because Eddie Hearn said, look, he wants AJ to do a world tour, so he wants AJ to fight in the likes of China, Australia, possibly America again. But if he was to fight in America, he'd probably fight someone like Baby Miller or Herkovich.
Yeah, you've said it. You've said it a few times, man.
I'm just thinking of like business, like they don't want to throw him into the deep end again. I mean, like, let's just say if he fought Andy Ruiz and the results, he got beaten again. It could, would it affect his stock? I don't know. Not so much, but it's just I don't think he would want to take that risk. I think he wants to go into a fight knowing that he'll win the fight. Don't get me wrong. Not that I'm saying that he won't win the fight, but you know what happened last time, yeah.
No, definitely. Obviously, look, I just wanted to take this opportunity to, introduce this person here. Robert Dugmore, of course, is doing some tremendous work with the Brighton commentary as well. And he's obviously my manager at Ticket Pass as well, man. So big up. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know you're quite gassed because Brighton obviously got the big victory today. So thank you so much for tuning in, and see you tomorrow, of course, man. But look, cuz I'm not gonna lie, we've got quite a few things to run through. I'm just really excited. I can't lie to you. I don't know if you've seen the build up, but the build up to what the next topic is, like, cuz this is huge. Like, I don't know about you, but for women's boxing, for where it's going, I think this fight's huge, man. So obviously we want to preview Shields, Marshall, the GWOAT is coming to the O2, and these two are fighting for the undisputed championship. Cuz, what's your initial thoughts?
Do you know what?
How do you think of both fighters?
Do you know what? It's going to sound silly, but I think this one's a 50-50. Now, it's Shields, she's skillful, right? And I believe she's got knockout power. But Savannah Marshall, remember, she's under Peter Fury. Yeah, he's a trainer, and they're going for that knockout. And I know Claressa Shields she's a tough cookie. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Look, okay. This is how I see it, right? If Claressa doesn't get rid of Savannah in the first 6 rounds, if it goes to 10th round, it could potentially be a draw, or Savannah could win it, home advantage. And I know that sounds dumb because it's just like, I know in the past Savannah, she's lacked confidence, etc. She's got back her confidence now, and she's not really a big draw. Not many people know her. I mean, look, this fight, it's gonna do big here, do numbers, because a lot of people know Claressa Shields. Do you know what I mean? If this fight was to take place in America now, it probably wouldn't do that much numbers. But if they were to have a rematch in America, it probably would. Do you know what I'm saying? Depending on the outcome. Yeah. So for me, I'm really sitting on the fence here because you just don't know. Because I look at them, I look when they had their face, when they're both in the same room, it's like you can just tell Claressa Shields, Savannah is in her head. And at the same time, I feel that Savannah is, I don't know, does she fear Shields a little bit? Do you know what I mean? Because you just don't know what Shields might do. Because at the end of the day, look, we all know Savannah's got a knockout power, but Claressa ain't stupid, man. Do you know what I mean? She's not stupid.
Exactly. And cuz, man,
they call her a GWOAT for a reason.
GWOAT for a reason. And look, cuz, man, it just goes into my next question here. And look, massive shout out again to Big Robbo. That's who I call him. Obviously, Robert Dugmore. He's asking, is this the biggest fight ever coming up? in your opinion, cuz? What do you think?
Um, in terms of female boxing, or
Yeah, for
yeah,
female.
well, I suppose, yeah. I mean, the last fight, the last biggest fight was what's her name? I've forgotten the name now. The one who signed with Eddie and signed with Jake Paul. Before.
Oh, Amanda Serrano.
Yeah. That was a big fight.
Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that was no
that was
doubt that was
tremendous.
a big fight.
That was a scrappers.
Of
That was
course,
a
of course, of course.
proper. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I'm not gonna lie. And look, big up Palamos as well. We obviously have quite a few comments, running through. So we're just trying to run through as much as possible. Claressa needs to control her temper to win. Yeah, no, definitely.
So yeah, Clarissa, she knows what she's doing. End of the day, they're trying to sell the fight, and you got to big up Sky Sports. This ain't box office. This is free to watch.
Oh, it's free to watch.
Yeah, it's free to watch, not box office.
Are you joking?
It's free.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I'm actually shocked because in terms of like, look, I agree with iBoxing Hub in terms of the magnitude, the commercial, the hype, the fight it delivered. Taylor Serrano was tremendous, but the reason why this fight, like, if I was a promoter, if I was promoting, either fighter, this is a clear rivalry. Both people hate each other. Shields has had a perfect amateur, boxing record, but Savannah Marshall's the only person that's beaten her. So that's eating her up as well. But what she's been able to achieve straight after, that loss, like, look, she's multiple time world champion. She's been undisputed 2 times, pushing for the 3rd time now. So look,
10 years in the making.
10 years in the making.
This fight, it's weird, yeah. It reminds me a bit of Kell Brook and Amir Khan.
Yep. It's free. I'm just excited it's free, man. Like just exactly what Palama's music is saying. I'm just excited it's free. There's no excuses. Everyone should be tuning in to watch that. And look, this is actually a very good comment as well. What do you think, cuz, in terms of boxer, being above Matchroom right now, not for the commercial value, but in terms of the type of fights they're creating for the events and what you're saying at the moment. I know Matchroom obviously got Eubank Ben, which is a whole different scale right now.
Matchroom's still on top, man. You think about it, you just had Usyk, AJ too. You've got Eubank, but you've got what's his name? Canelo and Triple G. Then you've got Eubank and Ben. Wow, it goes on, and you also got what's his name, Derek Chisora and Yang.
What is that happening?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be happening. And
swear down. What, Big Bang Zhang?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, nothing's been. So at the moment,
that would be interesting. I can't lie. That would actually be interesting because I felt that he won that last fight. And he deserves a big name. And funny enough, that's just his only loss as well, and it's a controversial one. So he doesn't have any faults. Let's say, like, he's not gonna sort of go into this fight, not feeling confident. Like, I'm sure he's feeling confident and feels that he could possibly retire Chisora. Who knows, man? But yeah, look, Palamos has obviously said it. Yes, he's agreeing with you. Boxer is still the son. Matchroom is the daddy, and I'm sure Eddie Hearn.
They should collab. They should do business together. They've got decent fighters, so that should be interesting.
No,
but definitely. I think with like I said, if Shields doesn't knock down or knock out Savannah, if it goes to 10th round, it could potentially be a draw, or she can take an L.
Yeah, definitely. In my opinion, cuz I'm not gonna lie, I've said this straight through. With me, I don't like to, dip and dab, man. I'm straight in, man. I think Shields is gonna do the job. I know it's not really a good thing to say, but you look at both backgrounds, man, and I feel that this chip on Shields' shoulder. You know, not chip as in like it's bothering her, but it's you know that's her motivating drive right now. Like she wants to avenge her loss. She wants to sort of prove to the UK audience, especially in the O2, that look, she's the GOAT. Whereas, you know, Savannah Marshall, like you said, in terms of the mind games, she's got that in smash, man. Whatever Savannah Marshall is doing, from the mind games perspective, you know, like it's definitely working. You know, they're going back and forth, so it's crazy. It's actually mad because, like you said, this is 10 years in the making, and I feel that it's gonna be fireworks, and I just can't wait, man. I cannot wait. But ooh, cuz, what are you saying about this?
No,
If
yeah, I
Shields
agree. I
beats
agree. That's
Marshall,
it.
then we
Yeah.
need to see Shields Jonas at 154. Yeah, look, obviously big up Natasha Jonas as well. She just unified, you know, she's become a unified champion yesterday. Massive shout out. She could have chosen to fought in the undercard for next week, man, but she wanted to give that Liverpool faithful, you know, that fight. And look, it's gonna be very, very, very interesting. Cause there's so many points here, man. I'm just excited right now.
Boy,
Shields versus Marshall won't go 6 rounds. Like, what are you
listen,
saying? Like, what do you
I
think?
don't listen. Look,
What do you think? It's gonna.
like I'm sticking to what I'm saying.
Hmm,
If Shields doesn't do the job right, if it
hmm,
goes to points, yeah, I'm telling you, either she can gas out, yeah, get knocked out, or it could be a draw.
hmm,
Because look, we already know. You already know the judges. You already know. This is boxing.
hmm.
This is boxing. So yeah.
Yeah, no, this is boxing, and I agree with you. It's just exciting, man. I can't even lie. Everyone's exciting, obviously from the comments here. Palama's music, my sweet Natasha is excited, of course. Like, big up, Natasha's obviously done a tremendous job to unify the titles. And look, I hope that big fight does happen. And big up Bon Kui Kui, you know, like he's obviously saying Marshall will win. Look, this is gonna be a tremendous fight, cuz, and look, we could spend hours, you know, talking about this, but it's just crazy, man. It is absolutely crazy. He's obviously saying KO artists as well. Look,
Boy, remember
it's
I said to you.
it
Remember I
is
said to you.
that. It is that. It is
Peter
basically
Fury is
that.
her coach.
Yep.
Remember, Peter Fury, obviously, you know, he trained Fury
Mm,
and obviously his son, but
mm,
he's training Savannah, and like she's come a long way. Do you know what I
mm,
mean? She's come a long way.
definitely.
So again, look, this is boxing. Anything's possible. Like I said, if Shields doesn't do the job right,
Mm,
if it goes to all the way to 10th round,
yeah.
then there's a slim chance it could be an L or a draw.
Possibly, yeah, possibly. So obviously, Bon Kwiku can clearly see he's a massive fan of Marshall, so Shields has no chance. And look, let's just see what happens. It's a tremendous event, regardless. And look, I'm excited, cuz you're excited. You know what? As we're coming up to sort of the final bits of the show, cuz you know we like to do this. Is obviously the thumbnail title. It's the boxing roundup. We like to round up what's going on in the world of boxing from the online world, of course.
Mm.
What news did you sort of what came to your face and that
Well,
made you think like, right, we need to discuss this on the pod?
okay, all right. Amir Khan made a statement. He
Oh,
said in
yeah.
his time he would have beaten Floyd Mayweather.
Oh,
Now,
this again.
this is what I'm saying, right? I think Amir Khan and Floyd should both come out of retirement, yeah,
Mm,
and they should have this fight, and Floyd should fight here in the UK.
let's have it. What venue? What venue?
O2 Arena, man. O2 Arena.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, yeah. That would be big. That would actually be massive. That would actually be massive. What do you reckon? Like right now, if they were to, you know,
Right
if
now,
they were
if
to
Amir
fight right
Khan was to
now,
fight Floyd right now as we speak, Floyd will win.
yeah.
100%
He's
Floyd will
back
win.
already. Floyd is
Floyd
still
will
training. He trains every day. Oh, we've got Palama's. No, Amir can't sit down. Oh, Khan in his prime beats Mayweather. Look, we're getting We're getting some absolute
Here's the
fire
thing:
right now.
these fights should have happened, right? It should have happened. But look, it's never too late. Like I said,
Yep.
forget all, this is so long, right? Amir Khan and Floyd, yeah, come out of retirement, make it happen. Make it happen. It will do numbers here in the UK. Or even Bolton. You know, Floyd, come out. Just make it happen.
Well, you're talking about Floyd going all the way to Amir Khan's hometown to fight him?
Because look, the reality is, yeah, if Floyd came out of retirement and fought Amir Khan, I suppose they'll do numbers again in America. But we look, as British fans, we want to see Floyd here in the UK to fight here. He's never fought in this soil. Do you know what I mean? You know?
No, it would for me. It makes sense from an exhibition sort of point of view. It makes sense.
There's no point. There's no point of Amir Khan and Floyd having an exhibition fight. There is no point. It's boring.
Is it really going to be an exhibition? Cause like it's just
no. Well, this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm saying. A legitimate fight. Come out retirement. Floyd vs Amir Khan here in the UK, or even in Saudi or Dubai. It does numbers. They'll both make money.
Yeah, you know what? It would. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It would. I wouldn't mind to see it. To be fair, man, we obviously got to see fantasy fights like Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson. So this is obviously one of the things that I really love, man. That we could obviously get to see these potential fights, man. So let's see what happens, man. But guys, man, we obviously got a lot of comments to run through. It's absolutely crazy. Obviously, big up everyone for getting involved in the comments. We obviously got, if that happens, it would be in Dubai. Look, it would be a good location, of course. Yo, the brother on the right is, yeah, of course, man. Man United all the way. Just watch the game and jump straight on the pod, man. So I haven't even seen the previews. I haven't even seen the post interviews or nothing, man. Straight business. And look, Palamos music, big up as well. R.I.P. Ernie Schaefer's as well. Obviously, we obviously found out he died as well. So obviously, big up and condolences to the family, of course. Boxing Hub's obviously saying that he thinks that Prime Khan, the only one that beat Maidana, would have had a good chance against Mayweather. Yep.
I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, no, obviously big up,
this?
Man.
The fight now everybody wants to see is Usyk and Fury. Yep. Now, my understanding, Fury wants to fight in December. Usyk obviously just come out from a fight. He also chilled the fam. He's got a few injuries, etc. He wants to fight next year. Now, Fury's saying he wants to give AJ a shot. He doesn't mind fighting AJ now. But then Usyk's manager saying, no, Usyk will beat Fury. Fury, once he loses to Usyk, should fight AJ. And then whoever loses, because they'll both be losers, so whoever loses will be the bigger loser. He's throwing shots. So I think Fury fighting Usyk is going to be an exciting fight. But I got to go with the Gypsy King, man.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it. Even the comments right now, man. You obviously got Bonkui Cree, big up, man. He's been involved in the discussions, big up. So Fury will whoop Usyk. Mismatch fight. The size difference ain't no joke. Fury will call out Ruiz probably, so that's possibly a likely proposition.
Do you know what? Sorry to cut there. I don't think Fury will quite Ruiz. I think, if anything, Fury will probably want to fight the likes of Joe Joyce.
Ooh, what, the younger man?
Yeah, okay. Joe Joyce.
Yeah, no, that for me, that would be...
Look, the reality is, look, we all want to see Fury and AJ, regardless of the belts or not for the belts, but it'll be interesting. Let's just say if Fury beats Fury beats Usyk, becomes undisputed and says, you know what, I want to fight AJ. I want to defend all these belts and fight AJ. That could possibly happen. Do you know what I mean? That would still be a big fight.
Massive, yeah, it would be massive. I think that would be a huge fight. And as much as a lot of people obviously are saying that Fury's size is obviously going to be a big look, it's going to play a major part. But from Usyk's perspective, he's obviously going to keep moving. So I don't think Fury's fought someone who moves as much as Usyk as well. So we need to see how he manages that as well.
Fury has predicted already. He said, "Look, this fight ain't going past 6th round. He's that, and he will get the job done." Already, look at the body shots that AJ gave my man.
Yep.
And now Fury, he's a knockout artist now, isn't it? So,
yep.
Hey.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look, you're getting the agreements here, man. So Joey Joyce would be a good choice. Makes sense. And of course, he's undefeated also. So look, it makes it juicy, makes it interesting. But man, we obviously are coming up to the end of the show. Look, it always feels like the shows just run so quickly because the topics, everyone's just being involved. So big up, of course, we're just gonna keep doing what we do best, reviewing, previewing. Hopefully everyone enjoys the fight, of course. Is there any sort of shout outs that you want to sort of give out, before we run up the show and just close up, man? But actually, we've got a final comment. Obviously, big up Robert Dugmore once again. Absolutely loved the energy. Fury would beat Usyk as a warm up, knocking out AJ. Ruiz and Ortiz all on the same night. He's obviously saying he'll do this in the King of the Ring Royal Rumble style. I agree. I agree. It could possibly be the case.
The fight the whole world wants to see is Fury and AJ. Yeah, that's the fight everyone wants to see, Fury and AJ. That's the fight, and it will be an interesting one as well because remember Fury is undefeated, and so if Fury find AJ, who's the A side? Who's the B side? Because commercially, AJ, I don't know. See, I don't know no more. Do you know what I mean? Because he's lost what? Twice now.
Yeah.
No, 3 times. No, twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
So
no, definitely.
Again, Fury's on BT, AJ's on DAZN.
Yeah.
How would that fight happen?
That's what I'm saying. That's the confusion. So that's what we need to figure out.
AJ might have to take an L when it comes to the finance side. I don't know.
Definitely, he has to.
I can't see Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren sitting down and negotiating.
It would be crazy. It would actually be crazy, man. But look, big up everyone that's involved in the shows as usual. Look, Palamos Music is obviously saying we need a longer show. Look, all in due course. Once we will. This is just tasters. Do you know what I mean? We're just building up into the big shows. But look, just keep supporting, keep sharing, keep liking our content, and we're just gonna keep delivering honest feedback and previews, just based on the sport that we love, of course, man. But let me just quickly run through some of these comments before we go. Of course, Bon Creekry is obviously saying, is Mayweather getting a contract from Manchester City football? Look, I very much doubt it, but I reckon he could buy Man United if he wants to. So if Mayweather, if you're watching this, buy Man United, man. Buy us. You know what I mean? See what happens there. And also Mayweather was you know what? I got to correct you there, Bon Creaky. Mayweather, when he fought Ricky Hatton and done the tour in Manchester, he was wearing the United, man. He was wearing the United in City's side as well. So big up Mayweather. That's why I love the guy, man. Like he's a United supporter by heart. And also, remember Fury and Klitschko.
Yeah. He'll do the same. He will do the same.
Yeah.
He will do the same.
Yeah. No, it's true. And AJ's obviously lost
3 times.
Three times as well. And look, Robert and got roasted by Robert Garcia also. Look, this is absolutely crazy. Yep, of course, man. It was the United jersey, of course. Look, guys, once again, look, we definitely have to go. But look, thank you so much for the love, for the support. We're just going to continue to do what we do. I've got my cousin here on the left. He's Mr. Sports Entertainment. And it's myself, yours truly, Trey. Cuz, how are you going to wrap this up, man? I want you to
listen, people, thank you for tuning in. Man. Thank you for tuning in. Have a productive week. We're here again next week at 7:30. And just tune in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I go by the name of Biyenge, feature yours truly, Tre, and we're out.